Goofballs, a football podcast, a mid-season football podcast. On 8 games, you can easily pace out a season if you've played 8 games. Podcast for all of you fantasy folks out there, probably like to know about guys who have 1,000 yards. This is still a milestone. Am I incorrect? I don't think so. But as we do every week, we goof around about football and we talk seriously about everything else. I feel a little bit off here because I don't see Johnny's face at the moment, to be honest. And, that's something that I'm saying because we do have a YouTube that shows our Zooms, which I don't think I've ever said at the top of a episode before. And now I see Johnny and I feel better. So I'm going to say to Johnny Schwartzbein, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Kenneth. Thanks for having me. It's just been a great week in just the world of football. The Cowboys played a miserable person named Ben DiNucci, which is just fantastic.
All right. Why did you use
talent.
Why use the word person as opposed to player?
Oh, is he a player?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure no one in Dallas would consider him a player. I mean, if you define player by he played, then yeah.
You're a fan of the Philadelphia Eagles, correct?
I'm a fan of two things, the Philadelphia Eagles and whoever's playing the Cowboys. And the Steelers are playing the Cowboys this week, and they will either be going up against this makes me so happy, Kenneth, starting Dallas quarterback, either Garrett Gilbert or Cooper Rush.
Wow.
That's fantastic. They have a combined, I think, 0 completions in their NFL careers.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
so happy.
I hate the Cowboys. And how could you not be so confident? The Eagles have won 2 games in a row over 2 of the worst teams in the NFL.
Winning streak, baby.
It's unbelievable to watch. How can anyone stop this team?
Division leaders.
Bye week. Come back. You got to beat the Giants. Speaking of beating the Giants, it happened again. And our next co-host is returned again. He's an attorney general, I believe. Is this correct, Andrew?
Hey, it's not correct, but it's a hell of a nickname. What's up, Goofball Nation? Yeah, the Giants had a heartbreaker this week. A little Daniel Jones magic. Deion Lewis was getting involved. And
Andrew, what would you like? You've never addressed Goofball Nation, and I like that you just started to. So, you've been on the podcast for not quite a year, but coming close. Yeah. What would you like to say to Goofball Nation midway through your first season?
It's been great to get to know you. It's been a one-way street though, so maybe I'll make a Yahoo email account or something like that where you can send me questions football related, because I'm not an expert, but maybe I'll have a unique take because of my lack of expertise. But honestly, it's been great being a part of the Goofballs family.
Johnny, can I get you to test Andrew out here on this idea of someone sending him a football question and seeing what the response might look like from Andrew?
Do you mean just ask him a football question?
Yeah. You need football advice from Andrew.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Andrew. So I have Josh Allen and Kyler Murray on my fantasy team, which I guess I lucked out in drafting because they're both having pretty good seasons. But I don't know who to start this week. Should I start Kyler Murray at home against the Dolphins, or should I start Josh Allen at home against the Seahawks?
That's a great question. Both quarterbacks have a ton of upside, but it's pretty cold up in Buffalo. So I'm going to go with that Arizona weather because, a warm arm is a hot arm and a hot arm is a hot fantasy week.
That's probably the wrong answer because the Seahawks are ranked 31st defensively in fantasy. But, I think I'll start Kyler Murray just because I like his upside more. So
Also, I think the
you're
Dolphins have
wrong,
one
but
of the
I
top
agree with your
three.
opinion.
I think the Dolphins are the number one scoring defense in the NFL.
Yes. Well, the Colts had a bye week otherwise.
Well, points per game, I think, was the. Anyway, a good defense for sure.
There's a.
I
There it is.
Frozen for a moment. Andrew Grace, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
And speaking of the show, every week this show has a guest, and for the last couple of weeks I've had a new sort of action, suspicion, thriller, cop movie of some sort for that city. Can anyone guess what's behind me right now?
Things to do in Denver when you're dead.
Now, if our guest has ever
close?
seen this movie, that is correct. It is Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead. I've got Andy Garcia over my right, and I got Ethan Hawke over my left. And I got, from where I'm sitting, Jake Fallon to my left. And welcome to the show. You are a Denver Broncos fan. Have you heard of this movie?
First of all, what's going on, Goofball Nation? Just wanted to pop in and say hi. I have not seen What to Do in Denver When You're Dead, though I have heard of it in the way that, like, when you're from a city in any movie based in your city or with the city's name in the title, you, like, know about it. Or if something got shot there. There was a movie with Eddie Murphy where he had a limited amount of words he could say in his life, and they shot that in Denver. So.
Oh, yes. 1,000 words.
1,000 words? Yeah.
Metro, I think it was called.
That San Francisco movie.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sleepless in Seattle. Andrew, is there any movies ever based in New York?
Yeah, there's too many. There's just too. I don't want to talk about New York as John.
Andrew, real quick, name 3 movies set in New York. Go. You should have just said all the Godfathers.
That would have worked. I never saw the third one, so. Is the third one set in the same place?
Honestly, good. It's good. It's just not nearly as good as the other 2.
I've heard that it's bad, and
it's bad compared to the other 2. It's like
okay.
I think 75 on Rotten Tomatoes. It's still much better than most movies.
That's true. Speaking of better than most movies, the Denver Broncos, we could talk about them for a moment. I don't know if they're better than most movies, but
if you
probably.
Guys would I'm pretty surprised right now. I really thought that the season would have been called off because the Broncos are clearly the Super Bowl champions again this year after that comeback victory against the Chargers. It's just the spark that we needed.
Can you describe for Andrew, because he didn't see the game and I didn't see the game, and Johnny didn't see the game. So can you describe for us what the Broncos did?
Yeah, for sure. The Broncos went out and did normal Broncos stuff by scoring 3 points in the first half, allowing the Chargers to score 2 touchdowns in the last 5 minutes of the second quarter, going into half 21-3. And then Drew Lock, who came out week 1, swaggy as heck, just dancing on the sidelines. He gets injured week 2, comes back, cannot find his groove, but then fourth quarter, Stella gets her groove back. Drew Lock, 28 points, 21 points in the fourth quarter, I think, with a last-second touchdown pass to KJ Hamler. Just working.
You got an extra play, I believe, right? There was
defensive
pass interference.
It was defensive pass interference, but there was 1 second left on the clock. So
1 second.
We had that second, yeah, and we took that second.
Well, the Broncos have won 3 of their last 4. You've told me that you think Drew Lock is the guy.
I think that he can be. I think that he can be with the right support and the right coach. I don't know if the coach that we have right now is that coach. I have my eyes on another coach. And if I was in the front
Who
office.
Is it?
I'll never tell. I'll never tell. It's Eric Bieniemy. I'm dying to get Eric Bieniemy out of Kansas City into Denver.
I love his name because every time I hear it, I hear Eric the Enemy.
Eric the Enemy.
And he just sounds like an underground New York rapper, like an MC that I'm just like, I should hear Eric the Enemy.
100%. Yeah.
Well, you guys are not.
If there is an underground New York rapper named Eric the Enemy, he would probably do as serviceable job as Vic Fangio does.
Yeah, Fangio or Fangio?
Only time will tell.
Pangea?
Fangoria?
Oh, I used to get that.
Pachingo?
Pachanga.
Pachanga.
Victor.
Now, Jake, you seem very high on the Broncos, and I just want to ask, like, upcoming schedule. I'm just going to throw out some games, and I want you to tell me if those are going to be wins for the Broncos, okay? Week 8 at the Falcons.
W.
That's a W.
That's a W.
Week 9 against the Raiders.
W.
Okay. And then, let's see, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's going to be week 13 at the Panthers.
Oh, yeah, I can see us. Yeah. I think that those are 3 games where it'll be close. It'll be definitely close, but I think that we can win all of those. We are a team that notoriously wins by small margins and can't close at the end of the game. So if we can just figure that out.
So you're saying that by, admittedly, you said probably a small margin. You're the kind of team that wins by a small margin. And even though it's very far away from these games, you're prematurely claiming victories in the state of Georgia, the state of Nevada, and the state of Carolina?
Yeah. I would say that we actually should stop playing those games. And if we continue playing those games, then I'm probably going to take it up with the commissioner of the NFL.
Yeah. No game has ever been able to legally go straight to the commissioner without playing them first. Don't you think you should wait for all the plays, all the time to run out the clock?
I don't think we've already seen 2 or 3 plays. We don't need to see the rest of the plays. The first play gained 3 yards. The second play gained 8. That's a first down. It only stands to reason that we're going to get first downs for the rest of the game. The rest of the season, really. So I think that we should just call it now.
I can't tell if this is a metaphor.
I thought it was very skillful, so.
No, I'm not. I'm not skillful, but I would say that I would like to test your guys' skills with our first segment.
Oh, good segue.
This
them
is
on the boardwalk.
The Finish This Phrase Midseason Awards. I will start a phrase, and everybody will go around, and they will finish that phrase with a football player's name or a name of an NFL associate.
Sounds like a segment,
right? Doesn't it sound like one?
It sounds like a segment. Dude.
And please, this is like kind of stuff that people do say regularly anyway. So please act it out as well as possible. I know that we got actors here. Johnny has been acting for years. And Andrew, this guy, if you can see him on stage, he commands. And Jake Fallon is, this guy is trained.
Conservatory trained, baby.
Conservatory. I walk up to the Griffith Conservatory every day, and those actors. So please give it your all. Let's start this one with Andrew Grace. And you finish this phrase, please, with your midseason award. This guy might not be my MVP, but I would understand if he won it.
Tom Brady?
No, say the whole phrase. Wait, why did I start with Andrew?
Okay, just say the whole thing. Okay.
If only you went to a conservatory.
Yeah, this guy might not be my MVP, but he's pretty fucking good. Is that what you want me to do?
And then say Tom Brady and say why.
Tom Brady, because I don't think he's the MVP, but he's playing pretty well, and he's got this Tampa Bay team going on. You should have started with me. I knew the second you said my name, we were fucked.
But this is the best part. This is my favorite thing.
Okay.
Let's see what Johnny says for this guy might not be my MVP.
I might break your game right now. This guy. Okay, imagine like I'm in the same corner of the bar with Andrew. Okay. This guy might not be my MVP, but I would understand if he won it. Nah, fuck you. No, Russell Wilson. Nobody else. I know you're going to say, like, Pat Mahomes, or you're going to say Ben Roethlisberger if they win, like, all their games. Russell Wilson has proven to be the shit from down one this year. And he has been effed over so many different years that if they don't give it to him this year for what he's done compared to anything else that anybody else does, this whole league should just be set ablaze and then drowned in a bathtub.
No, man, that's I like it. This is going to be something. Let's see how the conservatory follows this up. Jake, I think you know the line.
Great for the audio on the podcast.
I'm going to do a quick roll down real quick. This guy might not be my MVP, but I would understand if he won it. It's Russell Wilson. There's nobody you could say that's not Russell Wilson. It's absolutely Russell Wilson, barring an ACL tear or something like that.
Oh, don't say that.
Sorry, Ken. I don't have wood near me to knock on, but
I got wood.
You could absolutely, based on reputation, try to make an argument for Mahomes or maybe like edge Kyler Murray, but only because he's a fantasy football MVP. But Russell Wilson is doing historic stuff, and it's really fun to watch somebody do historic stuff. So it's got to be Russ.
Absolutely.
There's so many people, like, you can make a case if the Cardinals make the Super Bowl and it's because of Kyler Murray, then you could say maybe. But like up till now, I don't think there's a case for anybody close to Russell Wilson to where it's like you want to really debate it.
If Ben DiNucci gets 2 more good starts, that's all that he needs is 2 more starts where he performs as well as he did the first time out.
Benny D needs 3 less turnovers a game. We'll see.
Another if that happens, who knows? It's a toss-up.
Seahawks, they do have the best record in the NFC, and according to Football Outsiders, the easiest remaining schedule in the NFC. So
Woo!
Opportunities.
Going on the record that no Italian will win the MVP award.
Quickly, we got to lock it in before I forget. So, sorry, Jay, quickly, a side game. If you guys know, Johnny, do you know who you want to lock in this week?
Yes. My lock-in, I've waited far too long, and after saying what I just said, it would be blasphemy not to lock in the Seattle Seahawks this week.
You lock it in the Seahawks
division winners.
As division winners. I locked the Cardinals in as wild cards. That means that at some point I will have to pick the Seahawks.
Someone's got to get
this week, I think I'm picking the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay.
because
of their win over the Baltimore Ravens. Andrew, do you know who you'd like to lock in?
Yeah, I'm gonna that easy schedule thing. I'm gonna go with the Seattle Seahawks. I'll lock that team in.
You've already done that.
Yeah, I was gonna say bad choice. Unless you want double points.
That's when you know I'm hot on a team when I start locking twice.
You've locked in the Chiefs, the Giants, the Seahawks, the Bucks, and that's it.
Giants.
All right. I'll lock in the Dolphins. They're getting
Wow.
He's got to make some reaches. He's got to reach, Kenneth. I applaud this pick because after picking the Giants, he's got to reach now. He's got to pick something we're not going to.
That's Goofballs record keeping for our lock it in. Jake, if you can't tell, we're picking division winners once a week and wild cards and confidence points and all this kind of stuff. So that's our 10-pointer right there for the division. Welcome back to Finish This Phrase Mid-Season Awards. The next phrase, and we'll start with Jake. Rookie of the year? No, but I'll give you the name of a kid who's going to be really good.
I have two of these, and first, these are for the YouTube right now. We've got two players. I'm going to start off with this guy right here, Antonio Gibson, backfield of the Washington football team. I think he's just looked outstanding, and the more opportunities that he gets, the more touches that he gets, the more he just continues to be very impressive. And after a wonderful comeback, I'm going to give a shout out to one of Johnny's guys. I've got to let's see if we can get it past the Zoom background. It's not showing.
No, it's green.
Tilt it like
there
this.
You go.
There he is.
No.
Jalen Reagor looks good. I like Jalen Reagor a lot, and I think that he's going to be the number one guy in Philadelphia probably by the end of the season, maybe already now.
Speaking of Jalen Reagor, Johnny Schwartzbein, Rookie of the Year? No, but I'll give you the name of a guy who's going to be really good.
I'll start the line. I'll give you a good take in a second. Jake, both of those picks are awful, and I'll tell you why in my answer. Rookie if the year? No, but this kid is going to be good. Chase Young. That kid is phenomenal. So your Washington football turds pick is wrong because you picked on the wrong side of the ball. That's a great card. And Jalen Reagor is not only on a team that is doomed with injuries, he's also been injured his rookie year. So both of those picks are bad and wrong, and my pick is great because he just looks like a stud. And can I say that his main job on that Washington football team is to get to the quarterback. And you know what happens? You know what you have to do when the quarterback starts running around, which every quarterback does in this league now? Kenneth, what do you do to a quarterback when they start running? What's that?
What? Get to him?
Now you chase him.
You
chase him. And that's his first
that
name.
That would be Young.
That's like having a race. That's like having a race car named Vroom. It's just part of the thing.
I mean, he might win Rookie of the Year. You don't. So you're saying?
No, I don't think he's going to. Joe Burrow, or
that's defensive.
But he's defensive.
Give it defense. He could win Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Oh, well then it's Antonio Gibson.
Let's go over to Andrew Grace. Andrew Grace, Rookie of the Year? No, but you know what? I love him.
Rookie of the Year? No, but I love him. CeeDee Lamb.
Okay.
CeeDee Lamb with the Dallas Cowboys. He's got a tough start. His quarterback's down. He's got guys doing nose throwing on the ball, but he's a star. He's going to be a star. Cowboy star. Fucking good, dude. I don't know. CeeDee Lamb's good. That was weird. That was weird as shit. I was trying to do something shocking.
No, you were doing your houseboat captain that has been living off the coast in between New York and Massachusetts in isolation for his entire life.
I love it. Let's move on to Johnny Schwartzbein. Fired. This coach should be president of the United States.
Fired? This coach should be president of the United States. Frank Reich. Now I know what you're saying. Reich, leader of a country, not the greatest idea. But without him, the Eagles have looked a shell of themselves in their Super Bowl. And it's because he left. That man can bring a broken, down on their luck team or country back from the ashes and all the way to a championship where they stomp all their opponents on the way. If Frank Reich is the president of the United States, we will destroy every other country in a massive world war and become rulers of the world. The end.
How do you like him as a football coach?
He's all right.
That's great. Let's go over to Andrew Grace. Fired. You know what to do.
Fired? No way. But this guy could be president of the United States. And I'm talking about Joe Judge. Because who doesn't like a guy who just makes everyone go for a jog? And that's what he does. He's just he's having everyone jog. And I tell you, I could use some cardio right now.
Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, jogging is great. I've been running for the last few weeks. I'm really digging it, especially without other ways to exercise a lot of times. And Joe Judge makes people jog. Let's go over to Jake Fallon.
Fired? No. This guy should be the gosh dang president of the United States of this America. I'm talking about Adam Gase. Okay, here's why, all right? Here's
Here we
why.
go.
Adam Gase is the perfect person to take this shithole, burn it all to the ground, and rebuild from nothing. All right, we're too far gone. We're too far gone. The most recent president, he is proof of that, and we just need to go back to start over, maybe break up into a few countries who I don't know. And then no matter what, we're going to bring along Kalen Balaj from Miami. He's going to be my vice president because Kalen Balaj goes where I go.
A Kalen Balaj reference. Johnny, is that our first?
Yes.
Johnny keeps a record of all the players that we've referenced, and I think that's the first time that Kalen Balaj has been referenced. Why did Adam Gase? I like going for the stretch. So you think we need to rebuild America,
Yeah.
but you need to have that coach that you bring in for a year first, like Jim Tomsula, that you know is going to shit the bed, so that you can fire him.
Ugh.
Yeah, that sounds great.
It's a Jeff Fisher hire.
Yeah, the Jeff Fisher coaching tree. We want to keep that alive.
Andrew Grace, kick us off here. My favorite song is Take Me to Church by Hosier. Hosier? But you know what? My favorite rookie wide receiver is...
My favorite song is Take Me to Church by Hosier.
Jack Nicholson.
Hosier? I don't know. But I do know that my favorite wide receiver, rookie, first year in the league, is CeeDee Lamb. Said it once, I'll say it again. The guy's a stud. Oklahoma, man. The Sooners.
Do you know any other rookie receivers?
No.
What about
Chase Claypool.
Chase Claypool from Notre Dame. Your favorite college in the
That's
world.
I mean, yeah, it's his favorite team of any team.
I knew I was gonna get fucking slammed on the podcast tonight. I just knew it. I was coming in swerving.
All right, I'm gonna open up this. This phrase here about "Take Me to Church" by Hosier. I'll let you improvise if you'd like to, Jake here, or you can use "Take Me to Church" by Hosier. Your favorite song or your favorite something is something, but your favorite rookie receiver is.
Oh man, it just feels like a lot of responsibility to come up with something.
No, oh yeah. Have you ever done improv?
No, what's that? I'll just Take Me to Church by Hosier. Mine? I don't know how to pronounce that, but I know how to pronounce my favorite two rookie wide receivers' names, and I'm going for a duo, KJ Hamler and Jerry Jeudy. Yeah, dynamic duo, round 1, round 2 for the Denver Broncos.
How did that make you feel?
How did what make me feel?
Taking those receivers back
to back. I didn't like it, and I think that it's okay. I think that it's nice to have all of the firepower. As soon as Jerry Jeudy can fix a little bit of a droppy issue, then I think that we're going to be okay.
Yeah, it could be worse. You could get a wide receiver that's always injured, and then a quarterback that never plays back-to-back in the first and second round. That's what the Eagles did. Hooray!
Hey, we're kind of on that path.
No, you're not, because we're division leaders.
We're impending Super Bowl champions.
Well, I think the Broncos. I think you guys have a pretty easy schedule coming up.
I think that any game that we play would probably be pretty easy.
Coming up, you got Falcons away, Raiders away, Dolphins at home, Saints at home, Chiefs away, Panthers away, Bills at home, Chargers away, and Raiders at home.
Tie.
Yeah, you got.
That was fucking good. I like that.
Yeah,
Broke my expectation.
You're not going to win another home game because you have the Dolphins, Saints, and Bills, and Raiders at the end. Maybe the Raiders.
Johnny, my favorite song is "Take Me to Church" by Hosier. But my favorite rookie receiver is.
My favorite song is "A Sellout" by Real Big Fish. Real Big Fish? Real Big Fish? Well, anyways, my favorite rookie receiver is Brandon Ayuk. San Francisco 49ers. Did you see the hurdle he had into the end zone against my Eagles? It was amazeballs. And he is in a franchise that is desperate for a star receiver since the one guy they had that was good. What was his name? Terrell Owens. That's right. So they're looking. That's a huge gap that's waiting for someone to fill it. Just like an open lease at a mini mall, just waiting for a gap to fill it. So
Brandon Ayuk right now.
Yeah, Brandon Ayuk is the cure for COVID.
Oh boy, this is breaking news. Overshadowed by a furious trade deadline of. Well, you know what? That's we're running out of time for our fifth segment or question there. So that's it for.
Oh no! This is a good one. You tease it.
Yeah, you
for
do.
the second half.
Just do it.
All right, we'll do it. We are low on time, but we will come back in a moment with our final part of this segment.